Take the mic from this man, Sherm.
All right, so in the wild, wild world of hip hop, first of all, just got a brief update on MF Doom. Of course, RIP passed it on October 31st. But just got recent word that Stone's Throw has been approved to release Madvillainy2. Yeah, right. To all the Mad Villain fans, I know that you understand what this means. The only person that can produce for MF Doom better than MF Doom is Madlib. So this is long awaited. Apparently it was 85% done for the longest time. But you know, in typical MF Doom villain style, he just kept saying it was 85% done and it never came to fruition. But all of a sudden, some of the songs started appearing on other people's albums. So, you know, they just kind of left it alone and let him be Doom. But they brought it back up to MF Doom's team. Stone Throw brought it back up to MF Doom's team recently, and they okayed them to go ahead and release the project. So I am definitely in high anticipation of that. Like, that is one of the best duos in rap since fucking damn near Dr. Dre and Snoop. Like, you know, that's I'm just throwing the name out there. Of course, there are more. Please, like, cut it out. But yeah. So, how y'all feel about that?
I mean, you know what? I am interested to see. I'm actually more interested to see what's going to happen with the 15% that wasn't done. Like, so if they're going to take maybe some unreleased vocals from him to hear, because Madlib been dirty forever. He's just been dope forever, right? So I'm curious with like the streak this dude has been on in recent years in terms of like the quality of production. Like, I kind of want to hear him over some of what Madlib's been doing in the last few years, because we already heard him over the other stuff. And so this is kind of an old project, technically. So I'm actually interested to see what they're going to do to kind of fill the void of the stuff that, of the percentage that wasn't done. So, yeah, man, I mean, I definitely agree with you that, those two work extremely well together, like complement each other so well. If you're familiar with the Quasimodo stuff, you know what I mean? Like that Madlib would do with the different interludes and just the crazy voices and stuff.
Yeah, man.
When you found out that they were working together, it made absolute sense. And then the project was what it was. So, yeah.
One of the most legendary loop diggers of all time, man. Him and Doom are the most legendary loop diggers ever, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. That's all I can say about it. So when it releases, let me know.
Hey, both show. But yeah, so definitely on the lookout for that. Next up, I've been catching some pretty dope visuals lately. I am definitely a huge fan. Like, I hate singles, but if I'm gonna participate in listening to a single, I appreciate when it comes with visuals. So I really appreciate these brothers for providing such so that I could have some shit to look at. First, we got Family Business by, not Family Business. The song is called Skip This Ad by Family Business featuring Crooked Eye. Some classic, I don't know if I think that shit is more so of a Midwest flow than it is a West flow, but it's like classic cypher, like Midwest to West Coast cypher type shit. These niggas is like rapping at 6,000 miles per hour. They are killing this. It's I don't know who the other artists are, but like I said, the group is called Family Business. It's just a straight up white background, just niggas in the cypher spitting. I love it. Dope. So check that joint out. Next is our favorite social media artist, Tobi Nwigwe, always dropping some dope shit. This was probably a mistake on his part. This particular one here, just like Black Thought and Royce joint. This shit right here, I don't know if y'all heard this joint, but
I did. Thank you for sharing. Yes, Saha, dog. When I saw Saha, I was like, okay, someone want to go get the body bags, because I mean, dog, this Bama had young. He bring the bags out almost every time. Like, dog, like there. I mean, so I knew. Look, man, Tobi dope, but yeah, he ain't Saha. So I already knew what that was going to be.
And
I already knew
that hook though. Bun B.
Oh yeah, Bun B. Come on, dog. Bun B got one of the greatest voices in the South ever.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
And
He can say doo-doo on shish kebab 3 times in a row, nigga. It's probably gonna be a hit. Doo-doo shish kebab. Doo-doo shish kebab.
The new style in the videos where they doing the straight face, no emotion, no expression shit. I love that shit. Another one of those type videos. Tobi's good for them joints. Then
I love the choreography too. There's a part where the drums, the beat does something, and the women in the background, they do this movement to the joint, like this little cascade move. Oh my god, that shit was fire.
Check it again.
Yeah. I'm always watching for, like with Tobi videos, you got to kind of watch for all of those things too. On top of the fact that he has a fashion marketing degree, I believe. I might be saying the degree wrong. So he actually designs a lot of the stuff they're wearing, and so the visuals are always interesting. But go ahead. My bad.
He's definitely completely an artist. When you say artist,
oh yeah,
capital A, when you talk about that dude. Because just like you said, the visuals in the video, you don't catch them the first time. You always got to pause, go back. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's definitely dope with what he does, man.
For sure.
Yeah. So next we got Oswin Benjamin, who has, and that is our highlight for tonight. He has 3 visuals actually for his new project called Joy Comes in the Morning. Super dope project. To me, it is his best project, and not necessarily because of, it definitely shows growth from God-Free to Now, which was his first album, but it's not necessarily because he's grown so in leaps and bounds lyrically. I think this project just came at a perfect time for the listener, one being myself, and for the artist. He appears to be really comfortable in the pandemic, being inside. Well, first, let me talk about these videos before I get into the album. He's got a video for Pandemic and Joy, which are 2 tracks off of the album, and he's also got some visuals for a little docu-series he did leading up to the album called Road to Joy. I saw part 7, and that shit is super dope. It's kind of reminiscent of J. Cole's old videos, like real high quality, like really emotional, really involved, really behind the scenes with the artists and the people, that they care about. So it's really dope visuals. But back to the album. He actually, in the process of doing the album, he actually lost a really close friend of his named Najee, who actually appears on an interlude on the album. And it's just an album about him dealing with the loss of his friend, dealing with the pandemic. He got married between the last album and now, so he's dealing with married, being basically a newlywed in the midst of this pandemic, which I'm sure both of you have heard the statistics, the divorce statistics, the spike in that since the pandemic has been alive and kicking. This is just it's a really dope project because it deals a lot with self-care. Because like I said, he's dealing with the loss of his friend and trying to balance that with dealing with being locked inside and dealing with being locked inside with this brand new person that you swore to love for the rest of your life. Like this is a really important project. I mean,
you make it sound like it's an SOS. He's screaming for help on this.
No, it's definitely nothing like that. No, not like that. Right. It's just
okay.
It's just like Oswin Benjamin he's a really transparent artist. Like he's like, even going back to his very first I don't know if it's his very first, but the first project I was introduced to is EP called Human. Like he's just a really transparent, like really like down to earth and like really self-concerned, like not self-concerned kind of artist, but not self-concerned as far as he goes, but concerned with the well-being of people in general. So it's just him exposing himself, and just I feel like it's just him saying to everybody, it's okay to be going through what the fuck you going through, because I'm going through shit and I'm letting you know that I'm doing all right. Like, yo, Pandemic, oh my God, Pandemic is such a dope fucking song. That is my favorite song on the album. The standout tracks to me are it's a track BJW, like I said, Pandemic, Cabernet, which is a upbeat, dancey joint, which he like he really grew into those tracks. He's got like 2 or 3 upbeat, dancey joints about love and love life. Moving Different, Air Murph, which is the interlude with his homeboy who passed, Talking to God, Black and Blue, and 7 on 7, which is actually featuring Robert Glasper. Yeah, but I really urge everybody to check this out, because like I listened to this album while I was riding my bike, because like I've really been and I know we kind of over time, but like put it in the comments if I go long, guys. But like just since this pandemic has been going on, I've been really paying attention to a lot of the information about self-care and about what's been going on with families and relationships during this. And I just really would hope that and hope that I can encourage everybody, get the fuck out and go do something. Because I know as far as we go, as far as brown people go, we are not supposed to be sitting inside all day. And the reason why this transitions into self-care, my own personal self-care, is because I love riding my bike. I got a bike recently during the pandemic, which really, I'm telling you honestly, has saved my life. That is not an exaggeration. During this pandemic, it's allowed me to get out and be one with the earth, one with nature, one with myself. But I just really encourage everybody to get out and do some self-care, as far as getting out, exercising, and just getting out and getting some sunlight, because this, like, we gotta get out of this shit. And we got to get out of this shit, and we got to be able to prosper past a few years or even decades after. Like, and while we're doing it, we got to still have a good quality of life. And you know, a lot of newscasts, they're not really focusing on that. They focus on the vaccine and everybody staying inside, which I'm definitely for. I'm definitely all for putting your fucking mask on, and I'm definitely for social distancing and staying inside. If you ain't got nothing to do, man, like if you just going out to just go be in the way, stay your ass inside. But if you got a trail near you, if you got anything, if you got an empty parking lot, go get you a fucking scooter, go get you a bike, go get you a skateboard, go get you some skates, get you some fucking shoes, go get out and get you some exercise, take care of yourself physically. That will help you mentally, because like I said, man, we got to get out of this the right way, and we got to get out of this healthy.